Morning, everybody. So I woke up this morning about 5:30. Came outside a few minutes ago, and it's pretty foggy out. Pretty beautiful scene. Love to watch spring happen. No better place to watch spring happen than when you're out in the middle of it. But I just wanted to share something God gave me today. As you can see, it's kind of foggy. You can see it out on the horizon there a little bit. But it was actually, the fog was much denser a few minutes ago. But then before that, it was actually pretty clear. Kind of funny. There's all our chickens. But I wanted to bring up something that God kind of showed me. As I was walking around and the sun started to raise higher in the sky, the fog tended to get a little worse, and I could see the fog so much that I couldn't see the trees that are right in front of me. The way the fog was kind of spread throughout here was kind of funny compared to now. Now it's nowhere near as foggy. But just before the fog got really thick, it was actually just about as clear as this. And I went walking through a patch of woods and just kind of hanging out, and I realized as the sun started coming up a little bit, as the light started to shine more, the fog started to get thicker for just a short period of time. And I wanted to give you what God gave me in that. Sometimes just before the light is shown in your life, you get a little bit more fogginess. The enemy likes to put more fogginess in your life. Just before that moment of clarity, sometimes there's a bit more fog than you had before. And basically what I'm getting to is, in our lives we're going to experience periods of clarity, and then there's going to be parts of our lives where there's not so much clarity. And sometimes that clarity comes when we least expect it, especially if we're not looking for it like we should be. But if we hang on to the truth and we keep walking towards the light, the clarity tends to show up almost abruptly. So it's funny that as I look out and I see that there's barely any fog now, just a few moments ago, I couldn't see my fence, or I couldn't see just out to these trees out here very far. And now I can see almost across the yard and into the next field. If you're experiencing a moment where you're missing clarity, if you're experiencing a time where clarity is something that's hard to attain at this moment, remember that you just keep walking towards that light. You keep focusing on walking towards the light, and He will give you clarity. He will show you the direction. He will give you what it is that you are supposed to see. It may not be what you want to see, but it will be what you're supposed to see. Kind of a nature one today, but that's what God gave me this morning, guys. Love y'all. God bless.